Language is more than just a tool for communication. It shapes the way we think, perceive, and understand the world. From our first words, language molds our mental landscape. Our thoughts and experiences are filtered through language. Imagine a child learning the word tree. It starts as a sound for a tall leafy object, then expands to a category of plants with specific traits. Language provides the building blocks for mental categories. It shapes our perception of time, space, and relationships. The way we perceive and conceptualize time is deeply intertwined with the language we speak. Different languages encode time in distinct ways, influencing how we mentally represent its passage, sequence, and duration. For example, English speakers think of time as linear, moving from the past to the future. This is reflected in our use of spatial metaphors like looking forward to the weekend. In contrast, the Amara people place greater emphasis on the past. Their verbs change form based on first-hand experience, highlighting the importance of personal experience. Language shapes our perception of time, influencing how we mentally construct and navigate it. Our understanding of space, like time, is not solely determined by our physical senses, but is also influenced by the language we speak. Different languages carve up space in unique ways, leading to variations in how people perceive, remember, and navigate their surroundings. Consider the Gugu Yimithirr people of Australia. Their language lacks egocentric spatial terms like left and right. Instead, they use geographic directions like north, south, east, and west to describe the location of objects and people. This means a Gugu Yimithirr speaker would say something like "there's a spider on your south leg," instead of "there's a spider on your left leg." This linguistic difference has profound consequences for spatial cognition. Studies have shown that Gugu Yimithirr speakers are remarkably adept at orienting themselves in space, even in unfamiliar environments. They maintain a constant awareness of their cardinal direction, effortlessly tracking their position relative to north, south, east, and west. This example highlights the powerful influence of language on our mental representation of space. It demonstrates how the words we use to describe our surroundings can shape our perception, attention, and navigational abilities. By studying different language systems, we gain insights into the diverse ways humans conceptualize and interact with the spatial dimension of their world. The idea that language influences thought is often referred to as the linguistic relativity hypothesis, also known as the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, named after the linguists Edward Sapir and Benjamin Lee Whorf. This hypothesis suggests that the language we speak shapes our perception of reality and influences our cognitive processes. However, it's important to note that linguistic relativity does not imply that language completely determines thought. We are not prisoners of our native tongue, unable to think beyond its limitations. Instead, language is best understood as a powerful force that nudges our thinking in certain directions, making some thoughts more readily available and others more difficult to grasp. The strength of linguistic relativity varies across different domains of cognition. While language may have a more profound impact on our perception of time, space, and color, it may have a less direct influence on abstract reasoning or mathematical concepts. The concept of linguistic relativity encourages us to appreciate the diversity of human thought and to recognize that our own perspective is shaped, in part, by the language we speak. It reminds us that there are multiple ways of seeing the world, and that other languages offer valuable insights into the human mind. Section 5. Colors. A case study in linguistic diversity. Languages categorize and label colors differently, showing linguistic relativity. The human eye perceives millions of colors, but languages vary in basic color terms. Dani, spoken in Papua New Guinea, has 2 basic color terms: dark, cool, and light, warm. English has 11 basic color terms influencing color perception and categorization. Fewer color terms can make distinguishing shades harder, while more terms increase sensitivity. Eleanor Roche's study found Dani speakers struggled with blue and green shades compared to English speakers. Language shapes our perception and memory of sensory experiences. Section 6. The power of metaphors. Metaphors are not just figures of speech, they are fundamental cognitive tools that shape our understanding of abstract concepts. By drawing connections between different domains of experience, metaphors allow us to grasp complex ideas, make inferences, and reason about the world around us. For example, the metaphor argument is war is deeply ingrained in English. We use expressions like attacking an argument, defending a position, and winning a debate. This metaphor frames arguments as battles to be won or lost, influencing how we approach disagreements and potentially leading to more adversarial communication styles. In contrast, other cultures might conceptualize arguments differently. For instance, the metaphor argument is dance might encourage a more collaborative and harmonious approach to disagreement. Metaphors highlight the close relationship between language, thought, and culture. They demonstrate how the way we speak about abstract ideas can shape our understanding of those ideas and influence our behavior. Section 7. Scientific insights into language and cognition. The idea that language influences thought has been a subject of scientific inquiry for decades. Researchers have employed various methods, including behavioral studies, brain imaging, and cross-cultural comparisons, to investigate the complex relationship between language and cognition. One line of research has focused on the impact of language on spatial reasoning. Studies have shown that speakers of languages that rely on geographic directions like the Gugu Yimithir exhibit superior spatial abilities compared to speakers of languages that rely on egocentric directions like English. Brain imaging studies have also revealed differences in brain activation patterns between speakers of different languages during tasks involving language processing, memory, and attention. These findings suggest that learning and using a language can shape the neural circuits involved in various cognitive functions. Moreover, cross-cultural studies have provided compelling evidence for linguistic relativity by demonstrating how variations in language structure and vocabulary can lead to differences in perception, categorization, and memory. Section 8. The Whorfian Hypothesis and its Legacy. The Whorfian hypothesis, though often oversimplified and misinterpreted, has had a lasting impact on the fields of linguistics, psychology, and cognitive science. While the strong version of the hypothesis, which claims that language determines thought, has been largely discredited, the weaker version, which suggests that language influences thought, continues to generate research and debate. Today, most researchers agree that language plays a significant role in shaping but not dictating thought. Language provides us with the tools to categorize, organize, and reason about the world around us. It influences our attention, perception, and memory. However, it is not the sole determinant of our cognitive abilities. The legacy of the Whorfian hypothesis lies in its emphasis on the importance of linguistic diversity and its call for a more nuanced understanding of the relationship between language, culture, and cognition. Section 9. Embracing linguistic diversity. Recognizing the influence of language on thought underscores the importance of linguistic diversity. Each language represents a unique way of perceiving, categorizing, and making sense of the world. When languages disappear, so too do valuable perspectives and ways of understanding. Preserving endangered languages is not just about preserving cultural heritage, but also about protecting the diversity of human thought. By studying and appreciating different languages, we can gain insights into the flexibility of the human mind and expand our own cognitive horizons. Moreover, understanding the influence of language can promote greater cross-cultural understanding and communication. By recognizing that our own perspectives are shaped by our native tongues, we can be more open to different ways of seeing the world and more effective in communicating across linguistic and cultural boundaries. Section 10. Conclusion. Language as a window to the mind. Language is more than just a communication system. It is a fundamental aspect of human cognition, shaping the very way we think, perceive, and understand the world. From the basic categories we use to organize our experiences to the metaphors that guide our understanding of abstract concepts, language permeates our mental landscape. While language may not completely determine thought, it exerts a powerful influence on our cognitive processes. It shapes our perception of time, space, color, and relationships. It provides us with the tools to reason, make inferences, and construct mental models of the world. By exploring the fascinating interplay between language and thought, we gain a deeper appreciation for the power of words to shape our understanding of reality and for the importance of linguistic diversity in reflecting the richness of human cognitive experience.